Hey everyone, how are you going? I'm not swearing this time because kids might like this video. We're back with the Elecrow Crowtail Deluxe kit for Arduino, basically building a robot car. So this is a sweet little kit that I've already done part one on before, so I'll link to that video below if you want to go through the basics. But essentially it's a kit that comes with a whole pile of little parts, a sweet little badge, you pick your core board for it, and you can see the box actually has quite a few things in it. You then use it and go through the manual. It's got a lot of instructions in there of different things that you can build. But what we've started building is a robot car. So this is where I got to. So what we've got essentially is the starter for the remote control. So this is a small board. What's on there? It's going to be an AI, I think it's an ESP8266. This is going to be our remote control. So we've got a little button to move it around. We've got an infrared light here, and we've got on off, I think that is. I'd have to have a look at what I was planning to do, and I don't know where I put the manual for this. But this is going to be our basic remote control. We just need a battery for that. And then the car itself, we've got a big old brake light for the back of it. We've got our 2 drive motors. We've got the infrared receiver here. Got a little LED or LCD display, so we can have some output, a buzzer in case things go wrong, some sick little front lights, a collision sensor, and ultrasonic rangefinder. This all goes onto the controller board. As you can see there, it's got a big module in the middle that does all the voltage control, and underneath that is the brain. So that's the heart, as I said last time, and assembled wrong. And then we've got another similar board underneath. This is the Crowtail board here. So they fit together and work together to make this thing run. Now, when I finished it last time, I realized I wanted to do a little bit more with it. I realized this is actually really fun and a really good kit that I want to encourage more people to use. So I did give the lovely folks at Elecrow a little bit of feedback just about, having some tags on your motors, including some more parts, things like that. But I also said, hey, I need some more bits. And they said, sure, what do you want? And I said, I would love these things. And they provided. So what we've got is some more cables. I realized that there just wasn't enough of those JST connectors and cables in the kit. So you can buy these things separately. Hopefully they'll update the kit, but I just got another 5-pack of the 4-pin cables. I've got 2 little batteries here. I did ask for one slightly larger one of the 1500s, but they're out of stock. So they're like, hey, are you all right with one of these? And I said, yeah, that's fine. Now, normally I don't think you can buy these individually because of export restrictions, but if you need any, let me know, and I might get them in the store because these have standard little JST headers on them that can be quite handy for SBCs. I also do sell a few things like this, by the way. Like I've got these collision detectors, I've got these ultrasonic rangefinders, so I'll link to them below. I just don't sell these kits. I'll include a referral link because I'd really love for you to support these guys. They make some great indoor gardening and STEM/STEAM education products like this. So we got some more connectors, we got ourselves some batteries, and then they've got this sick 4-wheel drive platform. This is more than what I actually wanted, but I reckon it's gonna do the trick. So we've got 4 4-wheel drive tires. We've got a frame for it that's cut out of Perspex or plastic of some sort. And then I've got a cool little set of things here. So I don't know if we'll need all of these, but this gives us a battery holder. We're gonna use our LiPos. All the screws you need to attach it together, your wires that you would normally solder to these motors, and more motors. So, I mean, this kind of gives us the opportunity to build something pretty bloody powerful. I don't know if we would even have enough ports for it, but we can certainly try. So what I'm gonna do now is start piecing this together. We'll see if I can find some good time-lapse music or something for you to enjoy. And I might quickly go get my screwdriver too. I've got a little electric screwdriver from Kai Wheats. Interesting. This little thing here, you could use to determine the speed as a feedback using one of those optical sensors. There might even be one in the box. But yeah, I'll grab my little Kai Wheats electronic screwdriver. I'll put a link to that below as well because it turns out the old link's dead, but a lot of people seem to like it and it is very handy. Put some time-lapse music on, and you can all either skip to whatever the time code here is that I come up with later, or you can watch the time-lapse of me putting some things together. Back soon. turns out I didn't read the instructions and I'm an idiot. That's not how it goes. As you're probably very aware, I nearly got one of them right. I did not get this one right. So let's undo this and try again. You know what, just thinking about this now, whoops, and kneeing the camera, because I'm in a really awkward position, by the way. I'm kind of under the camera or under the tripod for the camera, which is messy. Anyway, you can see that this is meant to go this way, and these aren't rotating easily because they're geared, which is awesome, but I want this to be a four-wheel drive, which means I want a lot of ground clearance, so I think I'm actually going to do this upside down. I don't know why it doesn't come with 6 of these little offset jiggers, but who cares? We'll make do with 4, and I can always just go and grab some more if need be. They are very easy to obtain. So yeah, let's do this backwards. It's also going to mean, like, normally we'll try to squeeze the heart in, you know, all the guts of it into here, because if we didn't, we'd be having this here and all the guts on top. But there's limited space here, and you know, your diff's normally exposed anyway. So if we flip it over, well, actually, if I put that in this way, yeah, hold with me a tick, it'll make sense. Go one there, and one here. This isn't the intended use for it, but I don't care. These sort of robotics kits and STEM and STEAM educational kits are meant to spur innovation, and that's why I like them. A lot of people ask, you know, why do you do these if you don't have kids? And I'm completely lying, by the way. No one asks me that. But, you know, some of you may wonder, why do I do these, or why do I like these kits if I don't have kids? And it's because, you know, per eternus, like, we're all kids at heart, and it doesn't mean we don't enjoy it. Like, my missus is a grown-ass adult, well, sometimes, and she wants to learn robotics as well. So I'm going to get her involved in part of this, you know, kind of planning and deciding what to do. And I've got some mates who have got kids, and they might want to get involved too. Now, one thing to note, when I put these motors on, I did make sure these tabs were on the outside. I did this just in case I need to resolder something or change something. Now, on the inside would be more protected theoretically, but this is just for making things easier for me. So, as I was saying before though, I'm gonna mount it like this. So that gives us, whoops, way more clearance underneath to actually four-wheel drive crawl over stuff. And it gives us a lot of room in the middle here to actually put all of the guts and brains in it. So I'll just temporarily screw it together so we can make sure it looks how we want it to look, and that, you know, there's no conflicts or nothing hitting anything, and then we'll work out where we're going to put everything. And of course, we don't need these motors that we were looking at using before. We'll keep those as spares, or we could even do something really fun and different with them. I'll leave that to your imagination, like, you know, Robot Wars or something. I don't know. They are geared the wrong way for that though. They're the hell have I done? Why does that not line up? Did I do something? Yes, I did. I completely put this on the wrong spot, so let's quickly fix that. Yeah, something Robot Wars would be pretty cool, but they are geared the wrong way, I think. They're geared to go slower and stronger, not faster, but, you know, rules are there to be broken. I'm already breaking them, so let me know in the comments what you think I should do with those other two motors in this kit. And we might need some reinforcing in the middle there, but we can always just put a bit of aluminium bar down the guts of it or something. That's a later us problem. I appreciate all your comments on this sort of stuff too, by the way. A lot of you leave some really, really interesting comments and ideas. A lot of you leave really stupid ones too, but that is fun. The only really stupid comments are the stupid comments where people ask questions having not watched the video. Like, they'll ask how to do something that is literally shown in the first 3 minutes of the video. That drives me bonkers. But the stupid comments are funny, and the helpful comments are fantastic. So thank you to everyone that contributes. If you have a stupid comment, feel free to put it below. Whilst you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. These non-SBC videos that I do, don't get a huge amount of views. But you know, companies like Elecrow and PCBWay help me make them because I think they're fun and they definitely do help some people. And if you think they are, just, you know, show a bit of love. It's appreciated. The YouTube algorithm is strange. All right, so I'm gonna get on, that looks good to me. I'm liking this ground clearance, and I don't know if we'll be able to get it. We can probably get the sensors down through those, oh, that's trippy looking on the camera, down through these cutouts. That would work well. I might have some in stock. Otherwise I'll order some. Let me just make a note about those optical sensors. So I'll take this top back off and we'll start trying to load all of these guts into it next. All right, so now we have to start assembling it. And this is the fun bit. I like this bit personally. I used to love those little Meccano kits as a kid. Now we do have to decide where Ford is, Fords. So I'm gonna designate that the front. This is just whiteboard marker. Also, it doesn't appear to come with all the screws that are necessary. So all I've got is M3s. I've just drilled these out a little bit carefully to fit these M3 screws through them. I will let Elecrow know though, so I'd expect in the near future the kits will include M2 screws or have M3 holes in them. So I'm gonna get to, oh, that's cool. All right, so these have got D in and D out, so they can chain a lot of these sensors together if you've got any that can that are I2C like that. Is it I2C? I forget. So I'm going to get to, pardon my sniffles, assembling this now, and we'll make that another montage. So enjoy. All right, you ever get the feeling that you're using the wrong tool for the job? I've got a feeling here that I'm using two kits that aren't meant to work together, but that is not going to stop me because obviously it can work together. We've assembled it pretty much how we want so far, and what we've got is a little I2C display so we can show something on there. We've got our headlights at the front, it can be indicator and high beams. At the back, we've got a collision sensor because we also have the ultrasonic rangefinder mounted under the front. And I think that's mounted quite nicely there. So if it reverses into something, it's going to hit that and stop, but it's got the infrared receiver at the back as well, because I expect that's where it's going to go or where the signal's going to come from, but it has got a bit of a dome. So routing underneath here, I just use this bit of elastic cord that, you know, if this does get caught up, I could possibly mount this the other way up. I'll figure something out there, or even just put a bit more of a cord there that ties it down. That's no biggie. It all fits together pretty nicely. There's of course a little bit of tension. There's a bit of bulge in here. This doesn't quite fit, but it feels solid and I'm pretty happy with that. So this is it for this episode. The third part, we're going to write the code for it and actually see if it does anything. I have left a few little modules out that, you know, the buzzer and the brake light and whatnot, that I thought at this point just aren't necessary. We can add them in afterwards quite easily, but for now I want to keep these fairly short and concise, and I do want to see this thing go, because I reckon this is going to be badass, especially once we put a little bit of smarts into it. So thank you again to Elecrow. I'm going to let them know just a few little tidbits about the cables and the kits and whatnot that I think would help. Off camera, I'm going to solder on those tags for those motors and run those up into the connection points here. And then probably in about another 4 weeks or so, I'll do the third and what's most likely going to be the last part of this, where we do a bit of coding and we put some code into the remote control and into the guts of it here. And we'll make it do something. We'll make it run around the house. We'll maybe go and harass the neighbor's cat that's 100 years old and have the sort of fun with it that you'd expect some kids to. So if you want to get one of these for yourself, I'll leave the link below to the Elecrow store. Read their instructions though, which I don't usually do because there are kits that are specifically meant to work together, and you can get all of this as one kit as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, because I'm always open to new ideas, and this stuff is a lot of fun, but I don't always think outside the box. So thank you kindly, hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time.